Hi guys, I wasn't going to do another video today. It's quite late here now, but I feel very inspired and excited about wanting to sort of put something out there. So I'm going to go with that. I've got my water, so this cough will hopefully subside a little bit. Going from the video that I done earlier today, I'm having sort of problems putting that, my internet connection isn't the best, but then I live in a ditch, you know, literally live in like a ditch, you know, where the internet connection, no matter what internet provider I'm with, isn't the best, you know, I never get the best reception. But anyway, back to what I was saying. With the video that I done earlier on, which I will put up as well before I put this one up, I talked about sort of your own reality, your own perceived reality about life. And in this sort of thought process that have come from that last video, it's almost sort of looking about where you work from in your own reality and how you can draw on that good enough place, that amazing place which I described as a crystal in itself, an unseen and unfound crystal that you have within you. That's just my way of describing it. You may have your own way of describing it, and I hope you do, because your way is the best way for you. But I wanted to talk about the good enough place, and when you reach that good enough place, when you learn how to really combine the black with the white, the good with the bad, and see yourself for who you are, and realise the good enough within you, the good enough place, the core within you, is where everything comes from, even your reality. Life is very different. So from a good enough place, you won't want to give up on yourself, because you know you're good enough, you know. You know that your within you is good enough, so you will never want to give up on yourself, even when other people seem to be giving up on you, and sort of question where you are and what you're doing and doubt what your intentions are or anything like that, and they sort of try to put you down because of their own fears and stuff. From your good enough place, you won't want to give up on yourself, because you know from the core, the real vibration of who you are, that what you're actually trying to achieve will only come about when you actually look at yourself and know that you're good enough, so you won't want to give up regardless of what people say. And you know, you won't be scared really to show the world who you truly are, you know, because you will know that you're good enough, you know, and you're not scared to be the real you, you know, because you know that there's really good aspects within you, and yes, there's some bad sides as well. There's nobody's perfect, you know. Even the most saintly of people, God love them if there is a God. I know I keep saying that, because it all depends on your own belief systems about, you know, what is out there and what's next. But you won't want to quit on you, you know. You won't want to quit on yourself, even when people will quit on you, you know. Because you know, you just absolutely know in the core of you that you are good enough. And you won't stop believing in yourself. You won't stop believing in yourself, even when other people stop believing in what you're trying to achieve or whatever you want to do. You won't stop believing in who you are, because you trust that inner core, that inner compass, that whole good enough crystal place that every single one of us has. And you won't let what other people think influence where you're going and what you're achieving. Yes, you can draw on what people think, and you can sort of take on board what they think, and you can sort of sieve it through your own sort of thinking process. But if it doesn't fit with the core of you, then it doesn't matter what the opinions of other people are, you know. I know all this stuff. I keep saying that, you know, as if I'm trying to convince you guys, but I know, and that's what I want you to do, is look from the core of you, because it won't matter what I say, you know. It won't matter that I don't need to approve of you, I don't need to love you, don't need to even accept you, you know. You need to be doing that for yourself. And I think that's what has come from what I tried to talk about, creating your own realities earlier on in the video. excuse me. And another thing is that everything you experience in life, you know, will become a lesson. So if you make human error, if you do something that's wrong, and my hearing has just literally opened up, you know, it's like as if I'd had this bit of a blockage. So now my tone has changed completely, you know, which is interesting. Because even though you make errors in life, that's human error. And from human error is where we learn. So you don't beat yourself up, you know, and go back into this, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. You see that as a lesson, as in, right, okay, I did that wrong, and I can learn from that. Thank you for that failure. Thank you for that error. Thank you for behaving in the way that you did and realising that that was a really bad way to behave. I won't do it again. So even in human error, you can see the positives, you know. And yes, okay, you're never going to stop, you know, sort of questioning yourself and sort of giving yourself a little bit of a, what did you do that for? You know, because that's all part of living and learning. But you won't beat yourself up so much that you step back into that wallowing bubble of self-pity. Oh, woe me. Because when you reach that good enough place, or when you come down to that good enough place, which is the core of you, every single experience becomes amazing in itself. Whatever you go through in life will be amazing experience, you know, however bad, however good, every single thing will be a learning curve, you know. You drive your own car, you drive your own inner core, you live your own life, you know, and on whatever path you actually find yourself progressing, and whatever path you were taking up that mountain to enlightenment, you know, whether you're going straight up, whether you're going zigzaggy way up, or whether you are finding a circle all the way around and going around it this way until you get there, it's all about where you take yourself, you know, where you drive yourself, you know, where you take yourself, you're in a car, you know, and, you know, sort of try this thing, try that thing, and if it fits, then it's good for you, you know. If it doesn't fit, then it's not good for you. But again, in order to progress up that mountain, you know, to enlightenment, it's about seeing this stone on your path and saying, oh, that's a really interesting stone, I'll have a look at this stone. Wow, that's a really good stone, that's wonderful. But that stone belongs there. It's not part of your entire journey unless you actually think it's that amazing that you want to carry it as well to progress up the mountain, you know. So take it with you. Don't ground yourself in that particular thing. Life is about movement. Life is like being in a river, you know. It's never the same twice. So if you go back on your journey and you sort of go backwards because you feel that there's something that you haven't actually grasped or learnt yet with regards to addressing that inner core from the reflections that you're getting from a two-way mirror with people, that's amazing too. And it's literally about loving who you are, and that is within you, and every single one of us possess that inner ability to love yourself. And in loving yourself, it's so easy to love others, you know, with their warts and all, and not see it as, if somebody, let's give you an example then, if somebody's feeling really negative and they've got a short fuse, and, you know, life has brought them to a place where they can't really cope with much, so something will happen and it'll trigger a response within them, and, you know, you may be that person that they attack at that particular time. You'll take a step back from that, and from your own personal good enough place, you will be able to look at if that is actually something you need to address, or if it's something that that person will need to address. And again, that is all very much about having the inner compass and the inner knowing that, you know, life is amazing and it's all there for your experiences. You know, you create your own reality, no matter how you want to come at this or whatever way you want to see this as being. Every single thing that you're on, and whatever you believe life to be about, is your journey and your journey alone. I suppose with regards to sort of, I can put Jehovah's Witness, you know, their religion works for them. You know, they absolutely are, their religion is what works for them. But it's this need to get people to come on this journey with you and be in this journey with you, and this is the best way to go, and if you do this, your life will be this. It's the inner compass that you need to be working on. It's the inner core of who you are. The light within you, the love within you, the God within you, the angels within you, the whole universe within you. You know, it's all within you. It's not outside. Even though you experience stuff, it's not outside. So somebody else's way of being may fit for them. It may not fit for you. And that's fine, you know. So just be yourself and learn how to love yourself from that good enough place, really. And I think probably that's all I needed to say in this video. I don't think I really need to say anything else, and it's really strange because the candle that, as I said that, the candle sort of went out over there, you know, with my angels in my rose quartz crystal sort of went out, which, you know, I think I've said everything that I need to say, really. So you are good enough. Every single one of us is good enough, and you are amazing. You know, you truly are amazing, warts and all, you know. You really are good enough, you know, and you will have something to offer. So I'm going to say goodnight now, and as excited as I am feeling with this sort of need to sort of come and tell you all this, I really could say a lot more, but I really don't think you need to hear any more than this at this particular, or maybe I don't need to hear any more than this at this particular time. Maybe this whole journey is about me and only me, and then that's fine too, you know, because I'm the one that's living this existence. I'm the one that's going through this life process. You know, nobody's walking in my shoes, you know, nobody is driving my car except me, you know, and I'm good enough to take control of that wheel. I know how to drive, I know how to get there, and, you know, that is good enough, you know, for me. Because I'm good enough, and every single one of you have that same ability. You just need to tap in and start really working on the core of you to be able to sort of take control and trust yourself, because you are amazing. You really are amazing. You just need to sort of really start seeing it. Right, okay, I'm going to go now, and I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm quite excited and quite elated, and you can probably tell in this video I'm very elevated on a happy note at the minute. I don't know where this has come from because nothing has really happened since my last video earlier on, 4 o'clock. Apart from this, my state has changed, you know, my whole state. I feel excited, I feel happy, I feel alive, you know. And whatever my alive is, then wherever this is at this particular moment, it's amazing. So I'm going to say good night now because I won't be doing any more videos, and I will probably do one tomorrow. But it'll probably be later in the evening tomorrow because I've got to pop into work tomorrow morning. But I want to say good night. Okay, you're good enough, and be safe and be happy. Bye.